Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show again. And it's finished. Liverpool 3, Brighton 3. I tell you what, this is one of the best games that I've watched. Now, I've seen quite a few great games. This one is right up there with that. What a game, what a match. And there's so much to talk about and so many things to think about for Liverpool. I mean, it's just I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about this team because there were times between 2-0 and 3-3 that they looked really, really good. They looked like the Liverpool of old. But then there was that 2-0 and there was a 3-3. I mean, it's just something, isn't it? But I thought Brighton came with a good game plan. They decided very early on, you could see they were trying to play out from the back. They were like saying, no matter what Liverpool's press is, we're going to play out from the back. We're not going to try to go long. We're not going to try. We're going to play long from time to time. But as far as possible, we're going to try to play out from the back. We're going to trust our passing ability. We're going to trust our possession ability, and we're going to play out in the back. And they kind of played those nice little triangles. I think Liverpool were just a little bit casual to start up with. I don't think they were expecting that from Brighton. They were thinking, okay, they're playing, but then maybe they'll play a long ball over, they'll do something. And that goal was just so casual. The first goal was just so easy. It looked so easy. Henderson, poor strength from Jordan Henderson. I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do there in terms of winning the ball. Leandro Trossard, what a touch for that goal. What a super touch. And Trent Alexander-Arnold was just gone. Like he had no idea where to go. He lost his footing. It was poor defending from Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. And it's 1-0. And Liverpool suddenly look a little bit, distraught. They look a little bit, oh my God, is it happening again? But it's only 1-0. There's still time. It's early in the game. You see teams come back from that 17th minute. Again, and here's another thing as well. They were winning the second balls as well. Every time they were going long, they were winning the second balls. So not just that they were playing short and they were making sure that they keep possession, but every time they went for the second ball, every time they went long, they were making sure they were getting the second balls. And that second goal, I mean, again, that one really tells you why Trent Alexander-Arnold is so far down the pecking order and why he's such a liability defensively. It was just such poor defending. It was total poor defending. I don't know what he was trying to do there. I don't know what was going on in his mind. It was just poor defending, and he lets I think it was. I think it was Estupinan. I think it was Estupinan who kind of won the ball and just quickly played it to Welbeck. Welbeck places to March. March, by the way, that touch from Solly March is so good. It's so good. It's so delicate because it's got to be right. Because if it's a little too low, Trossard doesn't get the chance. If it's too fast, then Allister collects it. So it's got to be absolutely perfect, and it comes off. And after that, it's 1-0. It's 2-0, and 17 minutes. Anfield. The Brighton must have been thinking what's happened here. The Zerbi must be thinking, well, is this the best that the Premier League has to offer? This seems easy. It's 2-0 up. But I think after that, Brighton kind of started to. I know maybe it was the fact that they were 2-0 up against Liverpool. Sometimes, you get altitude sickness in some ways when you go so high in a game. There were a few other chances as well that they should have taken. Welbeck had a good header that he should have scored from, but he didn't. And then there were a few other big opportunities. But I think by and large, the long balls started becoming too many, and Liverpool started playing. They started pushing back. They started getting higher up the pitch as well, and you could see Brighton started getting a bit nervy, panicky. It happens when you're 2-0 up against Liverpool. And you sometimes think to yourself, they're going to come at us hard. Let's just try and protect what we have, and it happened. And then it went 2-1. And I think if it hadn't been 2-1 before halftime, Brighton might have done much, much more than what they did. But it became 2-1. I mean, it was Salah. It looked offside to me with the naked eye. It looks offside to me, but then they draw the lines and it's onside because the legs and stuff. The second time I was like, oh my God, the legs. Right? They're going to look at the legs and it's off. It's onside. But it looked offside to me. But nonetheless, it was a goal for Firmino, makes it 2-1. It was a goal out of nothing, really, but the pressure had been building on Brighton. It was, and it was 2-1. You go into halftime, you're thinking, how do we reset? Let's do more of what we're doing. Let's try and back ourselves again. I don't think Brighton backed themselves until they went 3-2 down to really build on that possession style. Because every time they worked with the ball, every time they were calm and composed with the ball, they troubled Liverpool. They did. The problem was they were not doing enough of it after going 2-0 up. They really didn't do much of it. And it became 2. And then Luis Diaz comes on. I think Luis Diaz is the most critical player in this team. I don't think it's Firmino. I know he scored 2 goals. I think it's Firmino. I think Salah is Luis Diaz. The thing that he brings to this team, nobody else can bring it. And he just comes on and he makes such a big difference. And it makes it 2-2. Almost his one with the ball. I thought it was poor defending from the Brighton defenders as well because he's backing off. You don't back off to Luis Diaz because if you keep backing off, what he's going to do is he's going to find the space to cut inside and either shoot or make a pass. So you've got to take a risk at some point and say, I'm going to go for the tackle. If he gets past me, he gets past me. If he gets past you, he gets past you. But you can't because he's gonna if you keep backing off at some point, he's gonna do what he's done anyway. So you've got to say, let me just try and at least hold him up a little bit. Let me engage him. And they didn't do that. And just backed off. He gets a pass over to Firmino. That touch from Firmino again is brilliant. He's got class, Firmino. He may not be as good as he was a few years ago, but he's still got a class, a touch of class, very nice little touch. fools the defender, gets it in 2-2, and then you feel it's a matter of time before Liverpool are going to make it 3-2, and they do. And that was Sanchez's block, really. I mean, it's poor goalkeeping, very bad goalkeeping. That I think he was trying to. I think he was trying to look for a foul there with the punch. Like he was trying to look for somebody to come and block him off, and he'll get a foul for it. And that's what it was. But nobody did anything, and he just completely missed the trajectory. It falls to Webster because Webster is unsighted, and it's an own goal, and it's 3 to Liverpool. And you think at that point Liverpool will go on and win this game. They really should. They've done everything right. They've got the advantage. Brighton look a little bit ragged. They've lost the initiative. 3-2 up, go and close out the game, win the game. But they don't. And at that point, Brighton, I think, went back to the basics. When they were down, they realized, no, we've got to do what we were doing before. And they went back to it. And they started troubling Liverpool again. They started, creating chances again. There were a couple of opportunities where I think a better pass would have found Welbeck or Trossard in position to score. And they missed those final passes. But they got it right, or almost right. It was casual defending again from Liverpool for that third goal. It was very casual. They allowed Brighton to play around them, play sideways, get there, and then Van Dijk just tangles a leg. He's not trying. Let's say he's missed his clearance. I think he's just dangling the leg out. I think he's just like, oh, it's coming. I'm just gonna put it up there. He's too casual. It's too casual from Liverpool, from Van Dijk, surprisingly. And Trossard is there to scuff it home. It's 3-3. Liverpool drop another 2 points. And they'll wonder what's going on. I mean, Brighton will be so happy with the point, especially the fact that it's their first game since Graham Potter left. They needed a good performance, maybe not the result, but they need a good performance. But they've got a good performance as well as a good result. Draw against Liverpool Anfield is never anything to scoff at, and they did so, and they played really well. I think that will please everyone. From Liverpool's point of view, the big problem, I think, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think today's game showed why he's just a defensive liability. Like I said before, he's a defensive liability. 2 goals were his fault. He's really. I don't. And in fact, the third goal also came from the right hand side. I don't think he was necessarily at fault for that goal, but it still came from his side. So you starting to see opponents now starting to target that spot. And unless Klopp is going to figure out a way to compensate for that particular lapse there, or he's going to switch personnel, I think there'll always be a goal gifting team on that right hand side. They'll always gift goals because. Or goal scoring opportunities, because that position is such a big problem. The one thing that I will say is when they brought in Jota, when they brought on Diaz, they look like a much better team. And so that is that they do have depth. The problem is when you don't have Jota, when you don't have Diaz, if Nunez, I don't think did much, but if you take out a couple of players, their depth is not that much, because even though Firmino scored 2 goals, I don't think you rely on him or Coffin to score goals. I think he'll do okay. Carvalho, I don't think had a good game, so they still need maybe one more option, maybe, or maybe just need one more player to come back into form. Really, I mean, if Nunez hits form, then you've got a very good strikers. You've got Firmino, you've got Salah, you've got Nunez, Jota, and Diaz. I think that's good enough. But the problem right now is the fact that Nunez is out of form and Salah isn't necessarily in form. So they're having that issue there of 2 out of their 5 players not being in form. So they're gonna have to jiggle a little bit. But keeping Diaz fit is of course going to be very important. He's such a fantastic player, such an important player for Liverpool right now. But there are problems for Liverpool. Another 2 points drop. I think the title race is over for them at this point. Because I can't see City dropping the number of points they need to drop for Liverpool to get into it. So I think that's out of the question now. But from Liverpool's point of view, the top 4 now is where that is. And for them, the good thing is Spurs and Chelsea don't look that good. United, of course, are United. So I don't so therefore, because Spurs and Chelsea are not so good, they didn't have a chance of finishing in the top 4. And then that will help them. Although Chelsea won today now, or they might be one, so that's something there. But that's where it is for Klopp. I think there's a few things to address. Anyway, smash a like for Leandro Trossard, hat-trick today, fantastic performance, man of the match without a doubt. Do smash a like for him. What a brilliant performance, and someone who might be ready for a move of a step up, and a big move. Next season. So definitely smash a like for him. Let me know your comments about the game. What do you think about Brighton's performance? What do you think about Liverpool's performance? Trent's performance? Where do you think Klopp can change it to turn the season around? Let me know. Of course, always love to hear from you. And do remember to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate your support. And we are going to be doing a couple more match reactions this weekend. So if you subscribe, you do get notified as they drop. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.